What's up, y'all? It's Debo and Shay with Debo and Shay's podcast, Two Faces and One Mic. And like always, this episode is brought to you by Reading Go Production. I don't have Shay with me today because it's a one-on-one with me and my little brother. I got some interesting things to go over with him, so y'all stay tuned and stay with us for the whole podcast interview. Like always, don't ever forget to love yourself, cherish yourself, protect your mental health. That's very important. And this right here is episode 16. Shout out to that, man. We done came a long way from the first episode. So now, like, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So, if y'all don't know, if this is my little brother Mondo. His real name is Deizmond. He's a father of two. He's married. He's a truck driver. He was driving over the road. Now he does locally. So we're just gonna dive into like what he has going on, how fatherhood has been treating him, how's the married life treating him, and then also go over some like interesting facts about just truck driving because I know it's a lot of people out there who likes to get into the whole notion of wanting to get to like their CDLs and stuff like that. So we just gonna see like what he knows and like what he got going on as far as the CDLs and the truck driving. But before that though, let's go and jump right into it. Real easy, man. First question is, what does the word fatherhood mean to you?
Being a provider, taking care of what you're supposed to take care of, and making sure family's held down, got everything they need
Yeah,
to move on in life.
I like that. You grew up without a father being around. So where did just being a dad, like where did that come? Like what? Okay, so like to put okay, yeah, yeah. So like you didn't have a father growing up around. So like you being a good dad now, where did that come from?
Um, I'll say like my grandpa, watching him
Yeah.
be a father figure.
Shout out to granddad, man.
Yeah.
I like that. So like, was there like anyone else like as far as like a mentorship or like someone that you like looked up to like I want to be just as like, good of a dad as like how he is.
Uh, Not really, no.
Not really. Yeah. Okay. So what has fatherhood taught you?
A lot. Patience. Just doing everything right the first time. Don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is in order in your household.
So the biggest thing that you would say would just be like patience though.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, were you scared when you first became a father?
No.
So like, but I mean like we see all the time like just like first time parents like we see all the time like oh it's not good to sleep with the baby in the bed or this and that. So like none of that wasn't like scary to you at first.
No, the only thing, like, you know, everybody check their kids when they see them because you don't know if they dead or not. Everybody be like, oh, he's still up or still
Yeah.
asleep. So, yeah.
Mm. And so for anyone who doesn't know, my little brother he is married. Shout out to Kate. That's his wife, and you guys been married for what like 2 years now?
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years.
So like, what does the word husband mean to you?
Protector, provider, take care of the household,
Yeah,
you know.
I like that. Speaking of Kate, how did you meet Kate?
At Primrose in Elkhart, Indiana. We met. I was asking her goofy questions, trying to get her, open up more, get her to laugh and stuff. And we finally started talking. Went on our first date to the movies and stuff. Just just got start talking to her
Yeah.
to get to know her. Cause I was really giving her the cold shoulder at first. Cause I was kind of nervous, but not. But.
Well, which mean you was giving her the cold shoulder?
Cause I would talk to everybody else on my machine line, except for her. Cause she was new. I didn't know how I was gonna come off to her yet. So
Mm.
I had to observe from far, kind of what you
Now
say.
you know she gonna watch that, so I can't wait to see what she gonna comment down below when she see that little segment of it. Cause I done heard something different, but we gonna let her comment. We gonna let the fans see it. But no man. When did you know that Kate was the one?
Uh, We the same, you know.
Yeah.
We act the same, goofy. We literally the same person. Literally, that's
Yeah.
what connected us. So like that's what connected us right off the bat. Cause we the same, literally the same person.
So like as y'all got closer and you just figured that you was on wait like we like the same person. Like I can mash up with you so well to where off back I just know that in the long run we got something special going on.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
like
that.
we already. It's like I think of something and I say it, and then she be like, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Like we connected, like
Yeah.
on everything.
I feel like when you got a connection like that's like so important going forward because it's like after that it's like can't nothing be messed up because like y'all both are like the same people. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. What are some challenges when it comes to marriage? Like so far for you in the last 2 years, what have been like some challenges as a man that's like done gave you a couple problems throughout marriage?
Nothing. To be honest, nothing.
So ain't nothing challenged you yet.
Oh,
Well, here it comes, brother. Good. Well, I mean, well, okay. So look, let's back up real fast. Then, like, how long have y'all been together in total?
since 2019, so what? About 7 years.
Yeah. Okay.
7 years.
Okay. 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 Well, I don't wish no ill will on nobody marriage. So, but like, I'm not saying like hard challenges, but I'm saying like, what's a challenge that you was like, okay, within okay. Well, I mean, cause like y'all already done been together for so long, so I feel like y'all already done faced quite a bit of like early on challenges, and then like with y'all still being like freshly married, like you said, probably wouldn't be no like really too much new. Okay, so yeah, I do understand what you're talking about. How important is it to know your partner?
Very well. We know each other soon. Like, since we the same person, we already know each other like
But
that.
like, how important is that?
Oh, it's real important.
Yeah,
Before you even get married or be together, you gotta know your other
yeah,
person. Because everything can just break apart in a matter of seconds. So,
yeah. Let's switch it up a little bit, man. Let's talk about this whole like getting into like trucking and stuff like that. So off back, what was your dream job growing up?
either a military or police officer.
And like why that route?
Just from the movies growing up, I used
Yeah.
to watch. My favorite movie, it was a military movie, and it just really pushed me towards like being in the military, mostly army, be an army ranger or something like that, or a green beret.
Did you do anything like in high school, as far as like trying to like lead up to like that whole career path?
I didn't join OTC until my senior year. All my friends made fun of our other friend. He did it since he was a freshman, and we never really used to make fun of him when we saw him in his Marine outfit.
Wait, so look, real fast. So like for people who don't know, like what is ROTC?
It's basically like,
Is it like preparing you for like
yeah, preparing you
okay,
for
okay,
like the
okay,
real
okay, okay.
military if you want want to join in the long run.
Yeah.
Just what we do basically, we learn about a lot of military formations. We work out a lot,
So is it like basic training before basic training?
somewhat,
So to say,
some.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Do you think there's still a lot of time to pursue those dreams? Maybe becoming, probably not military because our government kind of stupid. But as far as like being a cop though, do you still think that dream is on the table sometime?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so like, cause what you're 26 now, so like, what are some steps that you can take to get to that dream of yours though?
Just doing a fitness test for
Yeah.
police, and then a written test, and then
Have you looked into any of that though?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Um, so you mentioned earlier how you met Kate at Plumrose, which is a factory out here in Elkhart. So I know of the factory. I know of McDonald's. That was your first gig, and then now trucking. So you've had three jobs. Um, what was the best one out of all three of those jobs?
The best one was Primrose, but McDonald's will still be up there because that was my first job.
So what do you miss most about Plumrose?
Just the atmosphere, like Cause when
But
I first started working there, it was
but that's weird though, because most folks wouldn't say, "Oh, my favorite job was a factory." So like, what made Plumrose Factory like a place that you could say that's my favorite job?
it was just like high school all over again, but with older
Mm.
people,
I
basically.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Uh, Straight out of high school, you start working. You bypass college. Should people go to college after high school?
Nah, unless it's a high paying career,
Yeah.
but for anything else, it's not really worth it.
So you would say jumping into work, or maybe like trying to like find like a trade.
Yeah,
That okay,
trade
okay,
school is where it's at.
okay.
That's they're making the big bucks right now. Trade
Yeah.
school.
So we had mentioned truck driving. Uh, I know, but they may not know. But to give y'all a little insight, my little brother has driven over the road and locally. He now drives locally right now. So for you, which is better, driving over the road or driving locally?
Locally, cause you home every day, but over the road you see a lot of cool sights. You
Yeah,
know, different food,
yeah.
meet new people. It's just way it's a lot of advantages to over the road, but local you home every day. That's the only trade off.
What's the best thing you would say about trucking?
New experiences, meet new people, see new states, try new food.
Yeah,
You see stuff you never seen before, animals you've never seen before. So yeah,
yeah. So for the people who don't know and like want to get into like obtaining their CDLs, where'd you go to get your CDLs?
I went to Howard Lines. It's based out of Wisconsin, but they had two schools. They had one in Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota, and they had one in Superior, Wisconsin. But they don't got their school no more. They do the training once you get out of school. So I
Mm.
did 9 weeks training, 5 weeks in class because I failed the first week. I failed my final week of school with the backing part, but I did not pass it the next week. I passed everything the next week. So I did 5 weeks in class, and then I did 4 weeks over the road with a trainer.
So you just said that they canceled the program, so you got up in there when you got up in there, so that was
Yeah,
good. Yeah, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like trucking? One being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
I say 10, but the people driving cars and that makes you like it less.
So about like a strong 9 then.
Yeah, strong
Yeah.
time.
Okay. What kind of dangers are out on the road? Like, what have you faced? Even in the beginning when you were doing over the road, what are some of the dangers that you faced while over the road?
Uh, People, just people,
Yeah.
and
People be
then
reckless.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't really be afraid of the animals unless you up north with the moose, cause that really fucking up. The moose, elk, uh, buffalo out west. Them are the biggest three things that'll mess your truck completely all the way up. A deer
Mm,
will too if they antlers get into your radiator, poke your radiator or something like that. But
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so like over the road, did you ever face like any danger, like when it came to like people trying to like mess with your truck, anything like that?
yeah, I
Like,
was freshly new, and I was in Virginia. And my time was running out, and I called my job. I was like, "Hey, it's a traffic jam right now in Virginia. I got to deliver my load. I ain't got nowhere to go. Well, there's a rest area about like 15 minutes away, but the traffic jam gonna make it like 30."
yeah.
And it was like, "No, you ain't got enough time for that. So just find somewhere to park safely for the night." So I found a big old Coles. I was like, it's a white neighborhood. It was a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Parked in the Coles parking lot. It was humongous. And I woke up around like 2, 3 in the morning, but with my truck shaking a little bit. I looked out my curtain, and somebody stole my big old index mirrors on the side, both sides. And I saw somebody running off the side of my truck, and I called the police. Cause I was gonna get out, but I was kind of hesitant because I was like, man, what if they wanted something more? So
So by them taking the mirror, do you think that was like a way for them to get you out the truck?
possibly, yeah.
Okay, so real fast, what are some ways that you can lock yourself inside your truck that someone may needs to know? What are like
The
some tricks for like safety?
the seatbelt trick. You lock the seatbelt around the door handles, wrap it around, and then you lock them in place.
So like you swing them around to the door handle, bring it back, and then lock it into the.
Yeah,
Okay. Is that like the only safety thing that you guys usually use when you're out there?
yeah. Most of the truck drivers got guns or knives, so people gotta
Mm,
watch out for that because truck drivers they will shoot you.
yeah. Hmm. What advice would you give to a kid watching who wants to become a truck driver?
Uh, it's worth it. Just you gotta in the beginning make sure you learn everything you need to know before driving that truck.
I'm glad you said that. Did you have any mentors when you got into trucking?
Yeah, my class I was in, teachers was real good,
Yeah,
and then my trainer, and then my grandpa who also been truck driving his whole life.
yeah. When it comes to pressure and just like pressure on life, how do you handle pressure?
Uh, I just shake it off to be honest. I just get it over.
Okay, so like, where did that whole shake it off and keep going? Where did that whole mentality come from? Like, was that taught by from you from someone? Like how did that come about?
I think it just happens. Like, say for instance, I'm going down a mountain that I've never been down before,
Yeah,
and I get super nervous before I go down it. Then I finish, get through it. I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't nothing.
yeah,
That's my whole mentality. Is I get nervous at first, and then I get through, it and I'm like, oh, that was nothing.
yeah. Let's switch it back to the kids again, man. Um, where does the drive to be great for your kids come from?
Um, just
Like, what drives you to be great for your two little boys?
just seeing everybody, a lot of people else fail.
I
That
like
was my
that.
biggest drive.
Yeah.
I never want to fail as a father. Seeing other people do it, I'm like, oh man, I could never do that.
Mm. Uh, what are some things that your kids have taught you from being a father? Besides like patience, what are some things that both of your two little boys have just taught you on like a daily basis?
Mm,
Like, is there anything else besides patience?
not really. Not
No.
really.
Um. So we talked about like handling pressure and things like that. On those days that you come in like super tired, worn out, you may be at like a level two, which is like borderline, just ready to like pass out. You're not a 10 on some days. Like, how do you find the energy to become a 10 when you're coming in from being a two, which is super tired? Like, how do you find that energy as soon as you walk in the house to be prepared to handle family life again and just be uppity up? Because it's some days where you get off at like 5 in the morning, you'd be texting us at like 9, just like up and wired. Like, where does that come from?
Being there for my kids, and it's like a switch.
Yeah,
Get
like
home tired, and
soon.
then
So like you tired and like, but as soon as you walk in the door and you see your kids and your wife,
yeah, they
that switch.
smiles on their
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that. I like that. Um, 5 to 10 years from now, where do you see the future Mondo?
Um,
So what? You're 26. You're finna be 27. So let's just say you're 27. In 5 years, you'll be 32. Where do you see 32-year-old Mondo?
hopefully a big house with some land, some cows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
chickens.
So you want a bunch of land. You want a farm and things like that, and basically have like your own little compound.
Yeah,
I like that. So do you think that what you're doing now, you're working towards that goal?
yeah.
I like that. Before we close out today, man, what advice do you have for young fathers? Because your oldest son, my oldest nephew, he's what, 5?
Yeah.
You're gonna be 27, so you had him like around like 21. What advice do you have for young 21-year-old fathers who's trying to figure it out?
Keep going. It only gets easier in the end.
Mm,
Never give up.
yeah,
Just remember when you see your kids smile, that should push you to keep striving to be better in life.
I like that. I like that. Well, I've you've answered everything I wanted you to answer for me. It gave a better light to the people who's going to be watching, who you are as a person, what your character is. Hopefully, that this interview also helps out young fathers, future young fathers, future young truck drivers. My bad, y'all, and just people who want to get into trucking. What are some key factors to learn from that? You can come back to this interview and watch how to maneuver when it's time to become a truck driver. Like always, I appreciate you for stopping by and coming out. Shout out to my little brother again, man. He came through and dropped some knowledge on just truck driving and being a father. Love you for that. Remember, y'all, to always protect your mental health and always to love yourself. And until